Arizona has a lot of outdoor activities that you can do, such as camping, hiking, fishing. It's great for family activities.
I do love the weather. I mean, there's really no other place like it where you can wear flip-flops all year long.
What else do I love? Our mountains. Look, in the middle of the city, we're going to go hiking.
The Maricopa region is known worldwide for its great outdoor lifestyle. Protecting that lifestyle by ensuring that the air we breathe is clean is a key mission of the Maricopa Association of Governments. MAG helps develop air quality plans for the region in partnership with local, county, and state agencies.
Ask any Valley resident whether they think our air quality has gotten better or worse over the past 15 years, and they'll probably believe it's gotten worse. After all, there are a lot more people driving a lot more cars today, right? But they'd be wrong.
In fact, our air quality is cleaner now than it has been in decades. There are many reasons why. Let's start right here at the tailpipe. Thanks to increasingly stringent emission standards, today's cars, SUVs, pickups, and vans are up to 95% cleaner than they were in just 2004. That's when the Environmental Protection Agency, or EPA, implemented its Tier 2 Vehicle and Gasoline Sulfur Program. Under that program, cars and gas were treated for the first time as a system, so the cleaner cars now have the low sulfur gas they need to run their cleanest. In 2007, more stringent engine standards and cleaner burning diesel fuel were also introduced for heavy-duty vehicles, such as buses and semi-trucks. This has led to a reduction in smog across the nation of 2.6 million tons each year. Particulate matter has decreased by 110,000 tons per year. That means that even though we continue to increase the number of cars on the road and the number of miles driven, our air quality continues to improve. Cleaner cars and trucks are just one reason our air quality is significantly better today. Local governments, including cities, towns, and Maricopa County, have implemented more than 100 aggressive measures to control and improve air quality.
Every city in Maricopa County has taken steps to reduce dust pollution. In the city of Phoenix, for example, we started a dust reduction task force to come up with additional ways to reduce dust pollution, and most importantly, to notify the people of the city and businesses when dust levels start to rise. Measures like these are really helping us to improve public health.
These measures are included in a new dust plan to control particulate matter, known as PM10. The measures address all sources of pollution. For example, the measures include controls on construction, controls on sand and gravel operations, controls on vacant lots, and on unpaved road shoulders and parking lots. There are controls on off-road vehicles, leaf blowers, wood-burning stoves and fireplaces. Vacuum-type street sweepers are also used across the region to reduce dust. And best management practices have been implemented for agriculture.
We need to set the record straight. The air is clean in Maricopa County. We care about the quality of our air, and we have taken aggressive steps to make sure that the air quality in Maricopa County is healthful for our residents.
In fact, although our population has doubled since 1990, dust concentrations have fallen 24%, and that's just one area that has seen improvement. We haven't violated the carbon monoxide standard since 1996. You can see by this trend line that not only have we met the federal air quality standard, we continue to reduce emissions every year. Today, we are well below the maximum limit set by the EPA. The EPA has tightened ozone standards several times. Our region has had no violations of the 1-hour ozone standard since 1996. There have been no violations of the 0.08 parts per million 8-hour ozone standard since 2004. And we've had just one violation at one monitor of the newly implemented stricter ozone standard of 0.075. According to the EPA, this region should attain that standard within 3 years.
I realize that how we plan and design our communities can really lead to improved air quality. For example, we need as many multimodal forms of transportation as possible. Walkability, bikeability, increased access to public transportation and bus service, and improved light rail.
What about fine dust, known as PM 2.5? This type of dust is the main culprit behind the brown cloud we hear so much about and is worse for our lungs than other pollutants. Many Valley residents are surprised to learn that we have always met the standards for PM 2.5. That leaves us with our most difficult air quality challenge, meeting the PM 10 standard for coarse particulates. While we were clean at the monitors with no violations in all of 2010, Mother Nature decided to mix things up a bit in 2011. In early July, a series of dust storms known as haboobs hit the valley. For nearly one straight week, monitors across the region spiked, leading to dozens of exceedances. While the Clean Air Act excuses regions from being penalized for such exceptional events, proving that dust storms cause the violations can be time-consuming and frustrating for states like Arizona.
Take a look at the wall of dust that engulfed the city after a major dust storm hit the valley the first week of July. While this single photo clearly demonstrates that no plan could have prevented the dust exceedances at the monitors, it takes more than 200 pages and 2 inches of paper to try to prove that to the EPA.
We still have issues with the EPA's implementation of the exceptional events rule. Everything that we are doing, everything that the public is doing, can be quickly negated when the wind blows the dust over to the monitors.
The fact is we live in a desert and there's some things we can't control, like high winds. We've been working closely with the EPA to recognize the unique nature of our region.
We certainly shouldn't put public transportation dollars at risk.
Western states like Arizona are working with Congress and the federal government to address issues with the exceptional events rule. In the meantime, it's up to all of us to do our part to reduce dust. Here are just a few things you can do to help. Don't drive on dirt. Avoid using leaf blowers and other equipment that raise a lot of dust. Avoid using gas-powered lawn and garden equipment. Reduce fireplace and wood stove use and don't use them on no-burn days. Ride off-road vehicles in authorized areas only and never on high-pollution advisory days. Don't burn leaves, trash, or other materials. Maintain your landscape. Cover loose dirt with vegetation or gravel. Avoid activities that disturb the naturally occurring protective layer of crust, especially on high pollution or high wind days. Finally, report serious offenders to the Maricopa County Air Quality Department at 602-372-2703.